All right, I wasn't going to talk about Cracker Barrel again. We already dealt with this like Thursday and Friday last week. Figured this dumb outrage would be over with by now. But even East Idaho News posted an article about this yesterday. Like, why are people so passionate about this? Now, I get it. The old Cracker Barrel logo has more character. You know, I think it's better than this new rebrand that they've thrown out there. But I'm really wondering if this, at this point, is a publicity stunt. You know, just knowing people would freak out. So they went ahead and did it. Because it's everywhere. Even when I was scrolling YouTube over the weekend, I saw multiple, popular YouTubers all doing videos about the Cracker Barrel change. And I get it. A lot of restaurants have done this. Kind of went with the more modern look. And yeah, the modern look is pretty boring. Just very, I don't even know what word I'm looking for here is, but bland, very brutalist. I don't know. Things were a lot more fun when I was younger. Seemed like there was a lot more color and things. Now paint everything gray. Let's just have every restaurant be gray. But I just don't get why there is so much discussion about this. And the one main kind of angle on this that I don't get is people saying that Cracker Barrel went woke. I think that word has lost all meaning. People just use it now if they don't like something. Like it used to have some kind of actual meaning to it, but now it's just thrown around for anything. Any kind of change that people don't like. It's like, oh, that went woke. Well, I guess at least they've just killed that word, huh? It absolutely has no meaning anymore. I mean, when you see people use it now, you don't really take what they're saying seriously, right? So anyway, we'll see. I predict Cracker Barrel goes back to the old logo. Because, people are just spoofing this thing everywhere. I saw the band Sanguisugabog looking like they're going to be selling shirts with, the old guy and the barrel, but it'll have the Sanguisugabog logo inside. We changed the K-Bear logo to the, a Cracker Barrel-ish logo. And some people were even getting mad in the comments on that. Maybe they were unaware of what was going on with Cracker Barrel. They're like, no, your logo looked like a Cracker Barrel logo. Like, yeah, I know. That was the point. But I guess I'll take this kind of stupid outrage over some of the other stuff we've been dealing with for months and months. But it also could just be a distraction. What's going on in the world that they don't want us paying attention to. So now everybody's talking about Cracker Barrel. I'm not even a fan of Cracker Barrel. Last time I went there, I got so annoyed, I was furious with Jade for insisting that we go to Cracker Barrel. The food's fine. But, it was super packed. You had to wait outside for them to call your name for your table. And they had the most irritating, loud, just ear-piercing PA system. It was horrible. It was horrible. I was so mad. And so that was the last time I went to Cracker Barrel. Simply because of the bad PA system outside. I was like, no, never again. I'm done. But we don't really have them around here. You got to go to Salt Lake or something. So that's another reason I'm surprised everybody's talking about it around here. We don't even have one. But anyway, so that's still going today. We'll see what other dumb crap happened over the weekend here in a few. Hey, what's up, my people? It's the Viktor Wilt Show. Monday edition. Boo for Monday. But that's all right. 7 o'clock. All right? Day is moving along. We're going to get through it. And then Monday will be over. Then we can roll into Tuesday. Do we have a holiday weekend coming up? Isn't Monday Labor Day? Does that mean I got a 3-day weekend? Oh my gosh, I think it does. I hope you get a 3-day weekend. For sure. Monday is Labor Day, so yeah. Just figured I'd let you know. Holy cow. I need to double check and see if I got any important things coming up. Usually around Labor Day, we get some live broadcasts going on and things like that. Like, am I supposed to be out broadcasting live sometime soon? And I've forgotten about it? That would suck. I hope that I've got just a 3-day weekend ahead. That's what I want. I need some extra rest. That's what I need. All right, Jade called me a second ago, and he was just joking. He's like, there's UFOs in the news. So I Googled UFOs, and yeah, there is a bunch of UFOs in the news. Even Fox News was talking about UFO mania gripping a small town after a mysterious glowing object sighting goes viral. And it turns out it was just a rocket launch from Florida. And it's like anytime the Starlink satellites pop up, there are somehow still people who haven't heard about those. They're like, look what I saw in the sky. And I'll admit, when I've seen the Starlink satellites, it's weird. It's pretty cool looking. But yeah, not UFOs. Still waiting on the government to release those 4K UFO videos they talked about years ago. You would think right now would be a pretty good time for them. Try to distract people from all of the garbage that the government's up to. Throw them UFO videos out there. That'll get people talking about something else, all right? Aside from, again, all the garbage and Cracker Barrel. I'd much rather be talking about the top quality UFO videos making the rounds, but we don't have them. No top quality UFO videos for us. Let's see. There are also astronomers puzzling over the fastest object in the solar system. Like, oh, what is it? Is it a comet? Is it a UFO? Anytime there's something out there. It could be a UFO. It's like, no, that was an airplane. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but number 3 in UFO reportings in the entire country, good old Idaho right here. So, yeah, keep them coming in, but get some video of them, all right? Everybody's got a high-quality camera in their pocket in this day and age. I want to see some good videos. I want the best UFO video of all time to come out of Idaho. That would be cool. Come on, we're near the site. Come on, We know they've got some UFOs out there, right? Just playing. I don't need anybody come kicking down the doors here. Just playing. All right. Well, I'll see if there's any other crap in the news worth talking about as we take a quick break and get back to more music. You just hang on. How you doing? Good? Hope so. Okay. Let's see here. Let's dig into, the safest countries in the world. Yeah, you want to stay safe. You don't want to have to worry when you're out and about. So where is the United States on the 2025 Global Peace Index list? Let's see here. I was only seeing the top 10 and the U.S. wasn't one of them. So I was like, how far down do we got to go to find the United States? Where is it? This is quite the chart that I'm looking at here. I must just be blind, because, it has to be on the list somewhere. Anyway, the safest places in the world would be coming in at number 1, Iceland. Number 2, Ireland. 3, New Zealand. 4, Austria. 5, Switzerland. 6, Singapore. 7, Portugal. 8, Denmark. 9, Slovenia. And 10, Finland. But where the heck is the U.S. on this list? Why can't I see it? We couldn't be that low on the list that I just can't find it. Maybe they just left us off the list. I don't know. But anyway, I was reading about some of these other places. Like Singapore, for example. I would love to visit Singapore. It's got a futuristic look to it. Looks really cool. Other places on the list, like Iceland. Heck yeah, I'd like to go check out the Northern Lights. Or I think there's supposed to be a total solar eclipse that Iceland's one of the only places you can view it sometime in the next few years. If you've never seen a total solar eclipse in person, it's crazy. Now you got to be in the path of totality, so you can take them glasses off and just stare at the Eye of Sauron in the sky. It was crazy. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. Ireland would be cool to visit. New Zealand, we'll go stomp around, check out the filming locations from Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Austria. I don't know much about Austria. But, hey, I'm down to go check it out. Where is the U.S. on this list? Still driving me crazy. I can't find it on here. Oh, there it is. America. We're number 58 as far as the safest places in the world go. Who's safer than us? That would be a surprise here. Because I've heard that places like Mexico, or some of the most dangerous places in the world. But I'm not seeing... it's just the text is too small. I'm old and I can't read the small text. My eyes... I guess I could zoom in. All right. Anyway. Just figured I'd fill you in case you were looking for somewhere to vacation. Probably want to go somewhere safe. All right. Enough of that. What is up with so many people buying human bones on social media? It's got to be illegal, right? I don't know. Let's get into Facebook Marketplace and just search for human bones. All right, what do we got here? That looks like a fake human skeleton. So I'm guessing, at least here in East Idaho, people are not selling human bones on social media. Not from what I could tell. But elsewhere, it's apparently a major problem. Article talking about fears of grave robbing rising amid the rise of sale of human remains. I guess this is mainly a problem in the UK. All right. Would you want a real human skull? Or like people bones? I don't know. I don't know myself. It didn't seem kind of weird. But, I guess to each their own. If you're getting them like ethically sourced, which I don't even know what that means. That's just what this guy who sells human bones at his shop, Curiosities from the Fifth Corner in the UK, is like, as long as they're ethically sourced, I'll take anything. As far as people bones go, yeah, I don't know. I don't know myself. Guess I got to think on that one. Anyway, I'm not trying to give anybody ideas here, okay? Don't rob graves to try to sell human bones, okay? That is, I think, a bit blasphemous and it's rude, okay? No grave robbing. What else do we have here? Don't listen to everything ChatGPT says, okay? Don't go asking it for advice and then just go, okay, ChatGPT said to do it. Apparently, after a breakup, a man says ChatGPT tried to convince him he could secretly fly by jumping from a 19-story building. Yeah. You know why people are losing their minds and having to be hospitalized from talking with ChatGPT too much? Because of stuff like this. And sadly, I bet there are people who would listen to the ChatGPT. So I guess OpenAI, the company that runs ChatGPT, says they're working on tools to detect warnings of mental or emotional distress. And ChatGPT will now remind people to take breaks. How about fix the bad advice? Just tell them to, seek professional help from another human, who is trained in whichever realm you're needing assistance in. It seems like a better idea to me than just, hey, how about you take a break from ChatGPT? Why don't you go cry on your own for a bit, then come back to me and I'll give you some ideas. Jeez. That's pretty crazy. All right, what else do we have here? Got a ton of different tabs open, but, if you're looking to move, there are communities out there that will actually pay you to move there. I was reading about this woman who moved from Oakland, California to Kansas. They gave her like $5,000 in cash to relocate, an income tax waiver, pass to state parks, and then lunch with the area's economic development director. Nobody going to complain about a free lunch, right? But you got to move to Kansas. Now, let's see. There are more than 100 programs offering people economic incentives to move to cities and states across the country. And you can go check this out at makemymove.com. All right, well, they should show a map of where all these places are, not just list them. Okay, region. Let's see if there's any in Idaho. No. Okay, how about places I like? Like, let's try Oregon. No. Okay, all right, I like Arizona. Where's Arizona on the list? There we go, Southwest. Arizona. Hey. Oh, 0 active programs. These are all going to be in the Midwest. And I don't know about you, but I've been to the Midwest. Not my jam. How much would you have to pay me to move to the Midwest? Move somewhere like, I don't know, Iowa. Or even where my brother and sister live, Minnesota. You'd have to pay me so much money. You think our winters suck? All right. Imagine worse winter, it's colder, and you're in a city with, multi-million numbers of people and trying to just deal with your day. Yeah, forget it. But anyway, if you're looking daring, you want to go somewhere and get paid to move there, makemymove.com. Yeah. Sorry, they ain't got no Oregon or Arizona. I'm out. Make them suffer. What up, Peaches?
Nothing much. What's going on?
Oh, it's Monday morning. Yay, everybody, Monday. Come on, yeah.
This weekend flew by, but there was still tons of stuff that I did. Went to a variety of stores and everything. Were you the one that messaged me on the K-Bear account saying, ew, the Magic Valley?
That's right, that was me.
I was hoping to be Jade because, I finally get to see Jade's personality outside of here.
No. I mean, generally, if you see anybody trashing the Magic Valley, it's got to be me.
Right. That's what I assumed, but I was hoping for.
I saw pictures of the Perrine Bridge in Twin Falls and was like, ew.
We saw somebody jump off and parachute down. And it was fun.
Oh, so you went to Twin Falls for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
There are good places in Idaho you can go visit, Peaches. Like, you could go to Stanley. You could go to Coeur d'Alene.
We didn't choose to go there for fun. We just dropped off Aubrey's sister because she lives there.
Oh, poor girl.
Her husband's a doctor and works at the hospital there.
Okay.
A variety of hospitals in that area. But they're looking to come back, but they're wanting to go to Rexburg. So...
Okay.
I mean, what?
I think I would rather hang out in Rexburg than Twin Falls any day.
Put that poll in the K-Bear group. Where would you rather go? Rexburg, Twin Falls?
Did Rexburg all the way.
I can guarantee there's going to be a lot of people saying Twin Falls.
I know that they will, but then I wonder, have you been to Twin Falls?
I mean, it's funny how Twin Falls just randomly pops up and it's like a regular city.
Yeah.
It's not weird like, Burley, something like that,
But it's got some weirdness.
Like there's the Habit Burger there. There's tons of restaurants we don't have here that they have over there. Like they're going to get a Raising Cane's.
Okay.
They're also going to get an In-N-Out Burger soon.
Yeah, well, Pokey's got Raising Cane's coming soon.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is much closer than driving to that dump Twin Falls. Sorry. I just don't like the Magic Valley, Peaches.
Why? Someone must have broken your heart there.
No, nobody broke my heart there.
And
I lived in the area, and I was like, what is going on here? This is like a horror movie.
But you lived in Burley, which is, one of the worst.
Burley is the worst, but Twin Falls is like Burley's big brother,
But Twin Falls also has, the big city feel to it.
A big city feel?
It has the big city for Idaho feel.
Yeah, it does feel like you're in a city, the size of, like Pokey or something like that. But I've just seen weird stuff go down in Twin Falls. There's weird people there. Everything's weird in that area.
I mean, there's tons of weird people in Idaho, dude. There's tons of weird people all across the country.
I know, but Magic Valley, man, I'm telling you, it's like a horror movie. And I've been to Twin Falls many, many times. It's, I don't go there, Peaches. I drive past. On that terrible drive to Boise.
I don't know. You went to Washington with your daughter, and I'm just like...
Yeah, and I could have taken the route through Twin Falls and Boise.
I would say there's more weird people in Washington than here. Especially in Twin Falls.
More weird people in Washington?
Especially go to Seattle? Are you kidding me? There's tons of, tweakers out there and just people you don't even want to see.
Well, yeah, they got a bigger population, so you're going to see, some weirdos.
Public and stuff.
But, the percentage, I'd say, of weirdo to normal it's got to be much higher in the Magic Valley than in Seattle.
Did someone do a study on that recently? We got to find out.
Yes. I bet that, some of the strange crime rates, if you look at actual percentages, I bet it's worse in a place like Burley than Seattle. Now, obviously, there's going to be more arrests in Seattle because of population, but we're talking percentages per capita.
Can you imagine some radio show out there reading some sort of stupid survey talking about weirdo to normal people ratio?
I need this study to be done. Well, right on, man. I'm glad you had a good weekend. Mine was, my weekend, it kind of sucked. We went to a funeral, which is sad. And then my brother's flight got delayed. You'll love hearing that, since you're going to be traveling at the end of the week. Flight got delayed, so we got in super late Saturday night. And then yesterday, just kind of lazy day. Sat around watching movies.
We should have him come to the studio.
If he's going to get up.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Is your whole family just a bunch of people who wake up at like 2 in the afternoon?
Dude, I would sleep in if I didn't have this job.
Yeah, but my version of sleeping in is like waking up at 10. Like, that's way late for me.
That's pretty late. My show's done at 10, so yeah, he'd have to get up pretty early. Plus, he's on, Central Time?
Oh, yeah.
For being from Minnesota, so his schedule's a little bit off. So, anyway, that was about it.
Cool.
So
I'm going to go see Nobody 2, I think, tonight.
Nobody 2 looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the first one.
I showed Aubrey and her younger brother Kyle and his wife Nobody 1, and they really liked it. So we'll probably all go see Nobody 2.
Nice. I want to go see Weapons.
That's another one I want to see.
I want to see Together. That looks pretty intense.
Is that the one with Miles Teller? No, that's Eternal. I'm sorry. That's
I'm
like, you want to go see a rom-com type movie?
No, it does look very horrifically romantic. It has what's his name?
Oh, Dave Franco and that Emily. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, looked pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I love how James Franco sort of went out of the spotlight and Dave's now like the lead guy.
Well, didn't James Franco kind of get canceled?
Well, he had some weird stuff. He had a naked photo of himself go around the internet.
I think if I recall correct, I think he did some naughty things and got himself canceled.
Right.
But I don't remember for sure. Too many people getting canceled all the time. Stop being dirtbags, everybody. Jeez, be a good human being.
That's what we got to do at the end of the year. We got to figure out who's going to be dead in 2026 and who's going to be canceled in 2026.
Well, Doug Stanhope used to do the celebrity death pool, and it was kind of like fantasy football or something, but I don't know if he does that anymore.
Whoever predicted Ozzy for 2025 must have got a lot of points.
No, because you get lots of points if it's a surprise.
Oh.
If it's a surprise. So if it's someone who it's like, there's a pretty good chance, then the points are low, because it's obvious.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
speaking of Ozzy, did watch Little Nicky yesterday, and that was fun.
What is that?
Little Nicky?
Yeah, what is that?
You've never seen it?
No, what is it?
It's an Adam Sandler movie where he plays one of the sons of the devil, and he's got to come up to Earth to fight his brothers and try to save the world. And
cool.
Ozzy makes a cameo in it. That's pretty good.
That's the scene that pops up every once in a while on my feed. Okay.
Probably, yes. Very funny movie. Very, very good. So that was it. Watch some Adam Sandler movies, people. They might make you chuckle. How many times do you have to be arrested as the serial butt sniffer before they just keep you locked up for a while? I mean, clearly, this guy just can't stop. We talked about this guy last month. What's his name here? Khalees Crowder, Burbank area, California. Yeah, arrested multiple times for just, creeping up on women in stores and sniffing them. Arrested again just the other day at Walgreens, just trying to pick yourself up some prescriptions or whatever. And you got to put up with this kind of crap. I don't know how many times this guy's been arrested for this already, but isn't there like a 3 strikes you're out rule? Keep this guy out of stores, all right? I mean, just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Watch out, ladies. There's some real creeps out there, all right? What else is going on here in the news? I was reading this story that I don't know why it annoyed me, but it did. It's about this guy, Tom Lutz, who works in New York but lives in New Jersey. And every day he takes his fold-up boat It's a foldable rowboat, and he packs his foldable bicycle into the back of it, and then he just rides. I guess is that what you say? Riding a boat, I guess. Paddles his way 12 miles down the Hudson River, then folds up his boat, puts it on the back of his bike that's now unfolded, and rides his bike to work. Who has the time for this? All right? I'm guessing that Tom Lutz does not have to be to work at the same time as me. Because you know what? I just try to get here as fast as I can, okay? I'm certainly not going to be boating down the Snake, pulling off at, near the sanitation plant, and then riding my bike down Sunnyside. I don't know why this annoys me. The guy's got a hobby. He likes to commute to work in a weird way, but he just annoys me for some reason. So anyway, that's a thing you can do. Why you'd want to, I don't know. Maybe you just feel alive. Hey, what's up? How's Monday treating you, people? I hope great. What up? It's Viktor Wilt. Okay, here. Too many tabs open. If you are a liquor or wine connoisseur, just a heads up to store your bottles on their side so you can keep the cork, moisturized. Because otherwise you might be like this dude. Had some expensive bottle of whiskey, hung on to it for like 17 years, and was finally like, all right, let's dive in. Let's celebrate. And then the cork just crumbled. Had a bunch of cork inside, Just pretty much screwed up the, expensive booze. You don't want that to happen, I try to avoid hard liquor myself because it's just dangerous for me. But I know there are a lot of people who are into, like, collectible whiskeys and things like that. And, they'll, like, call the liquor store each morning. What do you got? What do you got? And then they get these expensive bottles, just, put them on the shelf if they have a cork. You don't want to ruin your investment there. Have all your fancy friends over, and then you're, giving them glasses full of chunks of cork. Anyway. Or you could just spend your money in other ways. It's probably the smarter move. Oh, do we have an expert calling? Let's see what they want. K-Bear, what's up?
Hey, Vic, got a question for you.
All right, you're live on air. Keep it in mind.
Oh, then this is actually perfect then. So I saw a flyer about Hemlock, September 16th. Do you know anything about that?
I hadn't heard anything about that, but let me take a look here.
Yeah,
Hemlock,
they're at the Jam.
There you go. Yep. Looks like the show's going down. So I know as much as you. I would assume you can buy them at the Gems website.
Okay.
So there you go, Patrick.
All right.
You got him the free plug.
There you go.
All right. See you, man.
All right.
All right. Peace. I was actually just talking with my lady about the band Hemlock the other day, saying, they hadn't been here in a while. Apparently they're coming. So that's cool. That's cool. Good dudes. Yeah. And that's that. Store your expensive beverages properly, or you're going to feel like a loser down the line. All right, anyway, I'll be right back. When I saw this headline, I'm like, oh, there's a story I'm not going to be able to talk about on air. But turns out, I don't know, I guess my brain goes a different direction when I hear this phrase. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a good term for what it actually is. The headline is, rail operator will issue $116 fines for bear beating on trains. Now, what this is playing music or video or doing phone calls on speakerphone and blasting your audio in public. Now, if you're on a train or an airplane or a bus, like, Get some earbuds going on. All right, try to be respectful of others. You might not have very good music taste, or you might have some, foul-mouthed irritant on the other end of the line. Sometimes you got to do things the old-fashioned way. Put that phone up to your head. But why do they call it bear beating? I don't know. Because again, I was like, that's all? $116 fine for bear beating on the train? I think it's a fair fine for playing audio on a phone. I mean, where my brain went is like, no, you should be going to jail, all right? And I am not going to elaborate what my thoughts are about this. If you can't figure it out, I guess good. All right, so don't do that. Any of the above. Well, apparently ant smuggling is a major problem. Yeah, ants, like fire ants, all that kind of stuff. Why is there a market for ants? Well, let's find out. The smuggling of ants and other insects into the U.S. reportedly on the rise. Following recent cuts to the USDA. Yeah, the government cutting spending left and right. Yeah, I guess they had an animal and plant health inspection service, which regulates invertebrate smuggling. And so now these ant smugglers are like, not keeping an eye on things. We're going to bring in these Asian needle ants and tawny crazy ants. Yeah, just what we need. More critters that bite. Ugh. Yeah, they say they can damage ecosystems, homes, cause severe stings. And what's being done about it? Nothing. The internet just wants to let you know people are smuggling in ants. So, yet another thing that's going to delay us on flights. Ugh. Nothing like somebody smuggling bugs, screwing up things with the TSA and backing those lines up. Well, I do not have any air travel on the horizon, so hopefully I don't have to worry about it. But Peaches, you be aware. Somebody might be packing ants from Idaho Falls to California. You see any creepy crawlies running around, you better alert somebody. Anyway, ant smuggling. Wonder, there's got to be good money in it, right? The current days of smuggling, a lot different than they were back in the day, that's for sure. The only other story I saw related to smuggling today was some guy was arrested on the way to Burning Man with a bunch of drugs. Really? What a surprise. Anyway, there's your smuggling news. Smuggling News 101. And we'll get back to some more music, more stupid crap from the news here in a minute. Jealous of everybody who got to go see Nine Inch Nails in Salt Lake City last week? Or was it the week before? I don't know. I know it was recently and wish I could have gone. I finally took a look at a little bit of the video from the tour, and it looks like they'd had a pretty cool setup. I know I was considering trying to go to Phoenix and check out the show, but Jade informed me, you're low on time off. Oh, I hate it when I get in that boat. Makes me very nervous. They're like, what if I catch some kind of sickness? Ugh. So anyway, trying to shake that anxiety. Feeling good today, but no good getting low on the old PTO. So, yeah, don't think I'm going to be going to any out-of-town shows on weekdays anytime soon. Woe is me. All right. Be careful if you're out and about on public lands. There are some people out being turds, at least in Montana. Yeah, somebody welded a bunch of spikes together out of like barbed wire fence and just threw them all over the trails, in the Helena area. Why would you do this? They call them caltrops. So you weld like just two pieces of fence together and make these spikes, which are pretty much awful for anyone. People, pets, livestock. You got to be a real dirtbag to do this, right? If you're aware of anybody who does this kind of thing, turn them into the authorities. Sometimes it's okay to be a snitch, because I would like to have a public mockery of the individual that did this. Nothing be more annoying than cruising down the road. You're trying to enjoy a nice back road drive, and all of a sudden you got to deal with a flat tire because of some moron. People are just terrible and stupid. So keep your eyes open. Now, again, this was in Montana. I don't know if people are doing this here, but like, why? Why other than to just be a jerk? You know? Public shaming. Public shaming is what we need. Thank you again for tuning in to the Viktor Wilt Show. This program is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.